very well what I was doing in 1987. It was an incredibly busy year. It was probably a confluence of things because the band had brought out the Running in the Family album. Lessons in Love had been out in '86 and it had been #1 in 7 countries, and we were on a massive touring schedule. So we were playing arenas in Europe, and then we were coming to America and doing opening tours. We did open for Madonna in the summer of '87. We'd done a club tour before that. We went to Europe, did a few gigs, came back, did another club tour in America, went back to Europe, did some more arenas, came back and played with Tina Turner at the end of '87, supporting her. So we were all over the place. What I wanted to do was to be able to compose while we were spending so much time on the road. And so I set myself up with a sort of, I call it a portable studio. It was actually, it weighed a ton. I had a Roland D-50 in a soft case. I think I had a TR-505 and some kind of microphone. And I sort of lugged this in and out of all the hotel rooms we stayed in. But it was great because I got to know the D-50 sort of quite well and used quite a lot of the sounds to compose on and then later to record on. What was new to me was the fact that they had this kind of PCM thing where they'd use a real sound as the sort of attack and start point of the sound, and then it would sort of blend into this other sound. And that was something that no one else was doing at the time. So what I really liked was the kind of, if you like, the sort of realism of having a bass attack or guitar attack or harp attack, because I really like those plucked instrument sounds. And I thought, yeah, these are definitely something A, I could use, and B, that are very different to everything else that I've been using. So, you know, they quickly sort of found their place in the sort of Mike Lindup orchestra section. A lot of the glassy sounds and the ones with like harp attack or guitar attack, I used to use those quite a lot. There was a few sort of choir voice type sounds which were great. The organ sound was really good too. I used that a lot. In fact, I mean, when it came out, we'd just done the Running in the Family album. So the next album we did was Staring at the Sun. So on Staring at the Sun and on the Guaranteed album later on, and also on my first solo album, Changes, which sort of came in between those two. I've got them here. Basically, you can find it on this album a lot, and on this album. And the Staring in the Sun album, I think the last 3 tracks, Two Hearts Collide, Man, and Gresham Blues, you can really hear the D-50 featuring. On this, there was a single called The Spirit Is Free. It features on that a lot. Fallen Angel, it features kind of all over the place. And then on the Guaranteed album as well. So it really became it was a staple keyboard, and for many years. There were always sounds that you could find. And once I started tweaking them as well, you know, I could find places to use them so that, because of course you started to hear some of these sounds on lots of soundtracks and adverts and so on. And so, you know, you always try and do something that's a little bit different. But, you know, there are some fantastic sounds in it. The guys that like to sort of really delve in and program, I mean, I'm thinking, I suppose, of people like, you know, Howard Jones, and a lot of the studio-based musicians will probably, you know, go to town in it, and hopefully, you know, some of the new generation will start sort of turning things upside down and you know, using some of the kind of, you know, workstation things that you can do inside a laptop to sort of really, you know, bring out some different things. But, you know, we shall see. It'd be exciting to sort of see what the sort of D-05 does in this sort of, in the now age, as it were.